It wasn't porn, by the way. It was softcore porn. There's no penetration, guys. Come on. It's called $1 Million Arm. We find the first Major League Baseball player from India.
Like being on the road?
Words cannot express.
A lot of this was shot in India. I went there once thinking I'd have a cultural experience, and I was like, this is actually smelly and busy, and it's quite stressful.
Well, it's all of those things. It's an amazing culture shock. You're assaulted by all of your senses. And in fact, the first day we shot, we shot on a very busy street in Mumbai, and there was no crowd control. It just is what it is. The biggest part of working in India is sort of submitting to India. It is what it is. You cannot control it. It was unlike anything I had ever experienced. Certainly the hottest place I've ever shot. But there's nothing familiar about it, really. It was just that different. So that was the best part of it.
Bingo.
We have our finalists.
And in honor of the film being about baseball, what I have here in my crotch admittedly are curveballs, which I throw at you.
Oh dear.
No, probably not too hard. And they're questions.
So I have to open these?
Yeah.
Okay. This is going to sound amazing. Okay, curveball, smiley face. Life lesson learned from one of your characters. Okay. I'm going to choose this particular character that I played. His name is J.B. Bernstein, because he's a real person. And I think the wonderful lesson that I learned from playing this guy, because it is in fact a true story, this was that life can kind of sneak up on you in the most unexpected ways. He set out on this endeavor to make money. This was a business endeavor for him originally. And what he ended up having was a profound, life-changing experience. These two boys, in fact, became sort of a surrogate family. So that was, I think, the nicest thing I could take away from this was like, sometimes life has its way with you when you least expect it.
And when you do films like this that deal with quite big topics like integrity and community, do you find yourself getting a bit pensive? I think I would.
Sure, but I think, that's ideally what we want out of going to see a movie, right? You want to be sort of confronted with bigger questions and not just have sort of a roller coaster ride. You want to think about something. At least you hope. That's what art should do.
I agree with that. And here we have curveball number 2. Here we go. What?
You're very good at throwing these, by the way, because you've avoided a lot of...
I practiced in the office. I was doing the overhand cricket, and they were hitting people. It was...
Okay, curveball, asterisk. Did you work as a set designer on, quote, adult films? And then there's a thing that says, blame Wikipedia. I wasn't a set designer. That would involve actually being, having talent. I was a set dresser, which is basically like moving furniture around. And yes, that is, in fact, was one of my jobs actually working as an actor. It was, I've said it before, but it was as soul-crushing as it sounds. It was probably the most depressing thing I've ever done in my life. And I'm glad that it's in the rearview mirror. So yes, that was, and it wasn't porn, by the way. It was softcore porn. There's no penetration, guys. Come on. It was awful.
What was the real life lesson you learned from that?
Yeah, don't do that.
Are you messing with us? No, I'm not messing with you. You gotta try out. All right, go ahead. Say it.
Did you kiss Miss Brenda?
No. She kissed me.
Oh! David!
And finally, I really like you as a film lead. You remind me a bit of Scarlett Johansson in that you're like really watchable. Is there one thing that you've got your heart set on that you want to do next, or your dream role you've got in mind?
I hope to do Lucy 2. I hope that Luc Besson makes another Lucy and he casts me as Lucy. Because I think I would be awesome as a person that would use 100% of their brain.
I can see that.
Lucy too. Come on, Luke, make it happen.